it's Pinkmon and welcome back to another Townie Makeover. We're gonna start with my favorites from Discovery University, the Pleasant Twins. Now, the Pleasant Twins, if you've played the Sims games for many years, you know they started in Sims 2 as far as I know. I never played Sims 2, but I always liked the idea of the Pleasant Twins, and I even recreated them in Sims 3, and I don't know, I just like their whole story. So the basic premise of them is they're polar opposite twins. One of them, Angela, is super preppy and girly and like a good student and everything, and then Lilith is supposed to be the bad sister, so she dresses kind of goth or punk and she gets bad grades and gets into trouble. And these sisters in The Sims 2 hated each other, understandably, because they're so different. Like I said, I've never played Sims 2, but from the Sims 2 lore that I've read about them, Angela was the favorite child when they were little and Lilith was kind of neglected. Their parents have kind of a rocky marriage, Daniel and Mary Sue Pleasant, so that probably affected them growing up. But Angela definitely was the favorite child, and poor Lilith has suffered from that and kind of taken on a nasty persona because of the way she was treated. Now in Sims 4, they kind of abandoned that whole storyline, which bothers me because that was like my favorite part of these twins. So I'm gonna read you the household description for The Sims 4. So it says, Angela and Lilith Pleasant have moved into an old family home located in Gibbs Hill to attend the prestigious universities in Brightchester. It will be a true test to find out whether their bond as twins can overcome their differences. Their majors have already split them into separate universities, but whether they will be at odds or work together to make it through is a new challenge in their life. Okay, that's lame. Like, these twins are so much better when they hate each other and they're like actively trying to sabotage each other. That's just my opinion. So I basically, in their makeovers, tried to go more for like the vibes of The Sims 2 Pleasants, just like with a more modern twist to them, obviously. So Angela is an art history major at University of Brightchester. Her traits are foodie, neat, good, muser, and her aspiration is painter extraordinaire. Lilith is a villainy major at the Foxbury Institute. I still can't get over how stupid that degree is. Like, I'm sorry, it's just so unrealistic that that would even exist as a major, but whatever. Her traits are loner, kleptomaniac, slob, dastardly, and her aspiration is public enemy. So as you can see, these two, even though they are just acquaintances in The Sims 4 and they're not like full-on enemies, clearly their traits are very conflicting. Angela is neat and Lilith is a slob. Angela's kind of a goody two-shoes and Lilith is pretty evil. So I guess it is kind of set up for them to start disliking each other. I just wish they hated each other from the beginning because, yeah, they're supposed to hate each other from the time they're at least teens. I really like the way their makeovers turned out. For Angela, I feel like they kind of made her a little more frumpy than her former Sims 2 self. So I get that she's supposed to be a goody two-shoes and, I don't know, wear more baggy clothing that doesn't show off her body that much. I guess that's what they're going for. So I try to keep it like preppy, but still like, I don't know, a little cuter than the outfits they had on her. For Lilith, obviously I just went for the punky, goth, whatever you want to call it, look. And I did keep some little space buns just because she had that and I thought it was cute. And I decided to give her like a black ombre. And I also gave her a nose ring, and I kept the double eyebrow piercing, even though I agree with a lot of people that these piercings kind of look dumb because they're a little too big, but I don't know, I just figured she would have an eyebrow piercing, so I just went with it. So, quick mini story time about this really ghetto experience I had at Best Buy. So, recently I went there to pick up my Pokemon Sword and Shield on release day, and I posted on my Snapchat and my Twitter, I think, that something really crazy happened while I was there. So while I was standing in line for the order pickup, I just noticed some really weird behavior from the employees. They were acting all nervous, and so I'm just looking around, people watching, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. And then I see this giant guy. So I live in Hawaii, and there's this bodyguard at this Best Buy who literally looks like Maui from Moana, like body shape, everything. Like, he's huge, probably like 6 feet tall, I don't know, like 300 ish pounds, like he's huge, and he's dragging this super methed out, skinny, scrawny dude who is just completely freaking out, like speaking in tongues and just spazzing. So this Maui dude is just dragging him by the shirt and literally threw him out of the store. It was so hilarious. And then the other employees just start screaming at him that the police are on their way. So I'm just like so freaking entertained at this point. I'm like, I got a free show while I'm waiting in line. This is awesome. I was also kind of creeped out to like leave the store after because yeah, I didn't know if he would just be chilling out there in the parking lot. So anyways, as I'm leaving, I see him like zooming off on a bike. I'm assuming this guy was homeless. I don't know, it was just the vibe I was getting, and obviously he was either kicked out for trying to steal or just for being extremely high on whatever kind of drugs he was on. I recently went back to that Best Buy and I saw the same guy riding his bike near the Best Buy. And I was like, oh my god, it's the guy. It's the same exact guy. I guess he was going back for round 2 or something. Luckily, I was leaving at the point that I saw him, so I didn't have to have a run-in with him. But yeah, I just thought I would share that story. It was like an adventure picking up my Pokemon game. Speaking of that, I hope you guys are enjoying my Pokemon Shield Let's Play. I'm having so much fun with it. The only hard part is I want the series to be my first reactions to everything, so I only do 2 episodes of it a week. So I can't like play the game too far ahead, even though I can pre-record a little bit. So it's like so hard for me not to play the game, because normally when I get a Pokemon game, I'll just play it non-stop. But I can't do that now because I'm recording an LP for it, so I can't just play. I can only play when I'm recording, which means I have to be home alone. And yeah, so it's like really tempting for me to just play the game by myself, but obviously I can't do that. Thank you for all the new subscribers I've gotten since I started my Shield LP. I don't know if that's related, but if it is, welcome, and I hope you enjoy my Pokemon and Sims content. In the comments, let me know, do you prefer the Sims 2 version of Lilith and Angela, personality-wise, not looks-wise, because obviously they look a lot cuter in this makeover in Sims 4 than they do in like their basic Sims 2 forms. But let me know if you prefer the Sims 2 version where they hate each other, or the Sims 4 version where they're kind of just cool with each other. Also, please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!